Welcome to the friend request. It's me, your host, Chloe Maddren. How's everybody doing? I have a very exciting guest in store for today. He's actually been on the podcast before. As I have said recently, counting down to the 100th episode, I wanted to have a few of my favorites on, a few friends, and a few new ones. But today's episode is a friend of the pod who has been on before. We actually share the studio space, which has brought new life to our friendship. And while we maybe discuss that for a brief moment, we're basically talking about things like irrational fears, movies, because he's a big movie guy. If you remember his last episode, I'm pretty certain we spoke about movies a lot then too. He actually has a podcast about movies called The Last Video Store. If you're not familiar, go check it out. It's so fun, it's so funny, and much like mine, also has a very elaborate set, which makes it difficult when we do back-to-back records of our own podcasts because we got to take down his, put mine up. This is a peek behind the curtain that you probably do not care about, but I don't. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. Either way, I hope that you have a very fun time with today's episode. I know I did. So go enjoy today's episode with the gorgeous, lovely, hilarious Alexei Toliopoulos.
Did we just become best friends? Yup! Did we just become best friends? Did we just become best friends?
I haven't seen you outside of this office.
I don't think so. Except for when you drove me home that time.
But that's from this office.
From this office,
that
yeah.
That doesn't count.
Yeah, that doesn't count. We're not going to count it. Yeah, it's so nice. Because I think that was the last time I saw you.
It's like having work friends.
Exactly. That's why I like coming here, because I go, this is my work, I guess. And then I think, when did I do this podcast last? Like 2 years ago.
Oh, maybe around that. I don't know. We're only almost at 100 episodes.
100. Far
so
out.
I think it probably isn't 2 years quite yet, but
yeah,
it's close because you were early.
I was, I think, yeah.
I had some technical difficulties with your episode. I remember.
What happened to it?
I think the camera cut out halfway or something.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. The audio cut out halfway.
Oh, wow. And I remember I pointed it out. I go, this is all, it's not recording. And you said, yes, it is.
Oh my God, that's mortifying.
Because there's something wrong with the computer there.
Yeah.
And you go, no, it should be okay. I go, oh, all right. And then you go, oh, we lost the audio for the episode.
Yeah, and then I just used the camera audio.
Yeah. That was good.
It was great. I mean, look.
We haven't started yet, have we?
Yeah, we've started.
This is, come on, we can't put this on the air. Us catching up about when I last did your podcast.
Yeah, because it's a podcast about friendship. So us
it's
talking
true. We
about
are
when
friends.
we've caught up is very on theme.
It is. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Why? How did you
Well, this is the whole podcast with a couple of gags, a couple of laughs, and sort of us casually going, now, when was I last saw you?
I refuse to joke around on this podcast.
No. And it began with me being nervous about wearing my robe and shorts and singlet.
Yes. Well, I've checked in with you. Something I like to do when I have a guest who's an actual friend.
Yes.
I'll be like, what are you wearing?
You're not missing Natch Edgerton going, what are you wearing to my podcast today?
Nope.
No. But I was like, I will do in theme for Chloe. I'll do it for you.
Sweet.
Yeah, of course.
I appreciate it.
I would love to be nice to my friends. I would love to be nice to my friends.
You know what? I believe you, but also I wonder.
Yeah, I'm nasty.
You can be
I'm
a
well
little
known for
nasty.
being a little bitch and a diva and for gossiping.
Yeah, I think
like
it's
to
a beautiful
gossip.
thing.
Yeah, I love to gossip.
Who doesn't?
Good people.
Oh.
Good people that like to gossip.
I prefer to gossip about myself to
What
try
the hell?
and make it more ethical.
What do you
gossiping.
mean?
I'll be
You
like,
can't gossip about yourself. That's just telling your friends truths.
say, oh my God, did you guys hear?
Wow, did you guys hear?
I went to the shops.
Wow.
And I bought so much stuff.
What did you buy?
Everything.
Okay, beautiful.
See, it's good gossip.
Yeah, that's good goss. Yeah, it's good goss.
No, I liked your vibe for the podcast today because you said you wanted to do something Sopranos-y.
Yes.
Gold
Well, I have
chain.
no choice because I have hairy chest. So I go, if I ever wear anything that's revealing the chest, it's pretty Sopranos-y. So I was like, I'll wear the singlet, Tony Soprano style singlet, shorts, and a robe.
Yeah, I mean, it is Tony Soprano style. So for the viewers and any audio listeners, you can just open up your Spotify and you can see the video.
You can see it on the spot.
In case you didn't know.
Yeah.
I copied you and went with the style, and I'm in leopard print. Which
You're in leopard print.
I think it's famously Sopranos.
Yes. Carmela Soprano has worn a few leopard prints, as have Tony's Gumars over the years.
Of course, the Gumars.
His
and,
mistresses.
Adriana
Adriana La Serva, the
Come on,
beautiful
come
Dre DiMatteo.
Oh, The angel.
Yeah, love her.
Love her.
Love the character. She's
the
a bit
arc.
wacky these days.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she's a MAGA conspiracy theorist person now. Yeah, I think
so
she is.
sad.
It's a bummer, but you lose some of the best.
What would you do? Have you had any friends ever like kind of switch on a dime and become very different politically?
Oh, to my knowledge, I can't think of any examples, but like I would have.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Like I'm from a very progressive little enclave growing up in like the inner west of Sydney.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So very progressive enclave. My parents, my grandparents were like communist refugees and stuff. Ooh. So always been very political family and very progressive left wing. Mm-hmm. And so I don't know. But some people in my family have we have some, what do you call it? Black sheep in the family?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a few have gone a little bit conservative. Yeah, so it's interesting.
So interesting.
Yeah, it's weird, but like, I remember my uncle is a bit much more conservative than us. And I remember he like flipped back during COVID. Because he was like, how can they be saying this? Can't they see all these dead bodies piling up? And go like, COVID is real.
Yeah.
And then he was like very, with the vaccine and stuff. It's like, of course they're going to do a good vaccine because there's never been an incident like this in history. So of course all the doctors and the scientists are going to be working on this. But then he'd be like, but it was a lab leak. But it was definitely a lab leak.
I mean, that's just
or
being
it was
quirky.
intentional. They intentionally put it out there into the world and it backfired. So he flipped back a little bit.
Okay. I like that. That's manageable. Family's
Yes.
also kind of different because it's like, what are you going to do? I mean, you can cut them off to a degree, but you also never really chose them. So I feel like the pressure's lower.
True.
Yeah,
true.
But
And you
when a
go,
friend-
like, what am I don't have to get along with them all the time.
Yeah.
We don't have to talk about everything.
No.
But, always try to enshrine my beliefs into him every now and then.
Yeah?
Yes, of course.
What's your move?
Oh, like, always very, try to be very outspoken about, like, trans acceptance.
Yeah.
And, LGBTQI plus rights and stuff like that. So that's, I feel like, the one where I go, I reckon I can win them over on this stuff.
Well, you would think so.
Because any other, like, economical shit, I don't fucking know. Like, how am I going to go, actually, I think that the money should go. Like, I can't talk to that. But then anything that's, like, social, I'm like, I reckon I can, social culture, I reckon I can change some hearts and minds.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Actually, I rarely post about anything political, but when we were having our... I consume so much, like so many political podcasts, and I'm very always have been very interested in politics my whole life because as a 10-year-old.
Who's your favorite politician?
I can't remember her name, but she was head of the sex party that turned into the Reason Party, and she's blonde, and I don't remember her name, so bad.
Wow.
But probably Trump now.
Wow, of course, and he's blonde too, famously.
He is. He's a little ginger.
Yeah, he's got that strawberry blonde.
Yeah, he's got something.
He's got something going on. He's certainly interesting.
No, but when I watched did you watch the movie with Sebastian Stan playing him?
Yes, I really enjoyed that.
First 20 minutes of that movie, I was like, am I going to like Trump?
No.
I know.
I really enjoyed that movie.
It was so good.
The Apprentice, it's called.
The Apprentice. It's really good.
I really enjoyed it, and I left it quite late. And then former guest of this podcast, Nash Edgerton, recommended it to me, saying you should check it out. And I watched it and really dug it. Great performance from him and Jeremy Strong. Oh my God, it was so good. I saw a tweet from Roger Stone, who was like another one of those Trump psychos.
Yes.
And Roger Stone in real life was like one of Roy Cohn's proteges as well. And he was like, and I gotta say, Jeremy Strong is amazing as Roy Cohn because he captures the guy exactly. And I go, oh my God, he's playing a monster and he plays it like a monster. And his friends go like, this is exactly what he was like. He's amazing in it.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
I really enjoyed that movie, and it had like this great filmic technique where the 70s stuff is shot like 70s on film. Then it goes like digital and DV video.
I
and it looks
didn't
so
even
good.
fucking know
I think it's like
notice.
such a good aesthetic choice as like time goes on.
Yeah.
They change what it looks like.
Holy shit, that's
Yes.
so true.
Well, it's true. I'm a cinephile. I'm a filmic scholar. I look at films with a different eye and a different lens.
You know what you're talking about.
Unfortunately, I do. It's the only thing I know what I'm talking about.
See, I like to think that I know my stuff in that area. I am more on the writing side.
Yes, exactly.
I'm watching the acting. I'm paying attention to all that. And
You're an actor. That's what you look for.
Absolutely
yes,
not.
you're an actor. It's
I
your
wish.
dream to become an actor.
I want to be a movie star.
You want to be a movie star, and we got to get you in the pictures.
Thank you.
Do you audition for stuff?
Sometimes, rarely, but I used to do like heaps of theater and acting shit as a kid.
Yeah, see?
And then, but it's been so long, and now I'm so confident that I'd be good at it. But every time anything comes up, I'm like, oh, I can't do this in front of people. I can do these bits. I can do.
But you do stuff. You perform in front of people every night of the week, basically.
I know. It's weird. It's okay. I think it's literally just getting refamiliarized with it.
You got it.
It'll be
Let's
fine.
go method, Chloe.
Well, I think I have this take. I think method acting is the least psycho way to act.
Really? I think it's one of the more psycho things one
You would
can
think
do.
so. You would think so. But hear me out.
Yeah.
To be, maybe a lot of people aren't even aware of this, but when you're filming something, often they're not filmed in
sequence.
Not at all.
Yeah.
They're shooting the scene from the end and then the start and then the middle. It's so whatever makes sense for the production, and the budget and everything. And to be able to do that emotionally, to be able to be shooting a scene where you're crying and then go cut and turn it off, that is fucking psycho.
Oh, but you still see them. Have you ever? I've seen a few crying scenes and from actors, and screaming scenes and stuff. On set, of course, I've seen every kind of scene while watching a movie, but on set, and
been on set,
I think it's quite interesting when the come down after it.
Yeah,
that's because even But it's not just flicking on and off. Sometimes they do,
you're
but
right.
then there's been some actors I've worked with or seen where they'll have like a little come down after and like a little recoup, maybe a little space, but very professional and stuff.
Totally. Okay. I think I would need that.
I worked on this movie when I was in film school. It was called Red Christmas.
Yeah.
It's a horror film directed by my dear friend Craig Anderson.
Yeah.
And Sam Campbell's in it. A lot of our friends are in it and worked on it and stuff. Sam Campbell plays like the monster in it. But they had Dee Wallace be the star of the film. And Dee Wallace is an original Scream Queen. She was in The Howling. She was in E.T. She plays the mum in E.T.
I've never seen E.T.
You've never seen wonderful picture E.T.
Actually, wait.
It's about a
think
little
I might have
alien
as a
that comes to
child.
Earth. It's about an alien that comes to Earth. He's a
I don't think-
botanist on his homeworld, comes to Earth to look at plants, and then he falls in friendship with this little boy.
Oh.
You should get E.T. on the podcast. He's got one of the most notable friendships of all time with little Elliot.
I'd love to. If you've got a
Get
contact,
E.T..
please.
Well, he's got a phone.
Oh my god.
That you can call him on.
Is it just his finger?
It's his. Well, I think the finger was to represent the phone when he's here on Earth.
Yeah,
to
okay,
point
okay.
up to his planets.
It's like a transmitter.
No, just a little glowing finger.
okay.
No, it's got some psycho powers.
He has an actual phone?
He probably does. He probably has a landline.
I don't think you've seen E.T.
I have seen E.T.
Jesus
I know
Christ.
everything about E.T. Ask me any question about E.T. apart from the if he's got a phone or
All right,
not.
what's the E stand for, huh?
The E stands for extra because he's
Bullshit.
extra. He's extra. And the T stands for testicles. He's got 3 of them.
Whoa!
Yes, he's got 3 testicles.
I tell you what, that's too many.
Wow, you just want that singular nut, that singular ball.
That's all we need.
Yeah, beautiful. So E.T. is a great actor, but Dee Wallace, she when I was working with her, she had to do like screaming scenes, and I was like a little assistant director on it, and she was just like, "Hey, can you get a spoonful of honey ready for me for after I do my screaming scene?"
Yeah.
So I can just immediately
Genius.
soothe my
Of course.
throat with it. And I was like, absolutely, had it ready for her. She did her screaming scene. She had a great like moment of just like recoup, come down after, and then she came and got the spoonful of honey of me, put it in her mouth, and then she goes, "You wouldn't believe how many jars of honey I went through making Cujo." And I was like, okay, that's awesome.
That's so hot.
Yeah, it was so cool. It was like one of those moments ago, she knew I was a little nerd and that I would get excited if she
Yes.
mentioned Cujo to me.
Oh my god. I have so many thoughts here. I need to start off by saying, first of all, I had a dog named Cujo. We didn't even know the movie, apparently.
Wow. You just named it coincidentally after the most famous Saint
I don't know.
Bernard in
My-
cinema history.
It's weird. My
Apart
dad
from
chose the name.
Beethoven. Well, your dad probably know who Cujo was.
He swears he didn't. I don't know.
He's
I
a
don't
liar.
know. I think he's
hate to tell
he's
ya,
a liar.
Your dad is lying to you.
That's really sad. He's my best
I
friend.
know. He's your best friend, but he lies.
I guess, okay, that's fine. Look, that was just a side thought. More importantly, one of my goals since childhood was to have a honey person.
Wow.
Because
to have a
I-
honey scooper.
I wanted a honey person around at all times. And, I was doing singing mostly.
Yes, because that would be great for your throat while singing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it's still necessary. I had honey in my water bottle for my
Wow.
whole show last year. Every time I was doing it, it was disgusting. Like I was so... Not this bottle.
Yeah.
Don't look at it like
Sorry,
that.
I'm looking at the bottle
Don't
because you're
look
talking
at it
about honey
like that.
and you're
No,
also
don't.
fiddling with it a lot. Yeah, but do you look after your voice?
Try to.
I started trying to, and
Except for the vaping.
I did my comedy festival run, and also I smoke ciggies, of course.
Because you're cool.
But I did my comedy festival run this year, and I was very protective of my voice, doing
gotta
little
be.
exercises all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I was the worst at Festival Club, which for the listeners is like the artist bar, right? It's so noisy in there.
Yeah.
And I spent every night I popped in, I'd just be like, I can't talk.
Wow.
I'm on vocal rest.
Yeah, do you do vocal rests?
Well,
apparently
a
vocal rest
little.
you have to not even say fucking
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
for
I
like
was
36
trying.
hours, they say.
It's really hard.
I couldn't do it.
can't.
Zach, my comedy partner on this show, he would do it. He would do vocal rest for 36 hours.
That'd be annoying as someone working with
Well, we
him.
just text.
Oh, that's
we would
good.
text. Yeah, we would
All
text
right.
on the vocal rest days.
That's very smart.
Yeah.
No, it's hard to do. I love to yap.
Yeah,
It's my favorite.
yeah.
But I'd try to rest it as much as possible because I had a song in the show as
Really?
well. So I was like, and I didn't realize because I hadn't done fucking live music in years. I didn't realize until the first time I did it live that I was like, oh, that sounded bad. I need to, first of all, look after my voice, warm it up better, and also not yell in my fucking show.
Yeah, no.
I didn't realize how much I was yelling.
No, you can't yell.
Can't be yelling.
Everything should be a stage whisper in the show. Everything should be had a stage whisper.
I tell jokes like this.
I reckon I yell so much when I'm performing.
Really?
I was like, I don't need the microphone. I'm just yelling into a microphone. I feel I need to project. Not
Yeah,
yelling, but
yeah.
I project a lot.
I mean, you still do, even with a microphone.
Yeah.
I noticed this because Jacob started getting back into
Beautiful.
gigs this year. Very exciting.
Good.
And we gigged together on Monday night. And
Whoa.
was
Did you guys
re-
used
it
to
was
gig together back in Brisbane?
occasionally,
assume
but
so.
we weren't really dating in Brisbane until like the last 6 months that I lived there. So like not as a couple, but we gigged together heaps before that as
Yeah.
friends.
Yeah.
It's very different, when you gig together as a couple, you get to kiss.
Really?
Yes.
Really
Yes.
on stage.
Well, you can.
We just
You
go
can.
and bring you up your next act, little smooches
him
they
in
bring
for
you
a
in.
big
Now
pash.
go speak to the microphone.
I for sure did some shit like that on one of the last shows that I was
That is
hosting
very
and
funny,
running.
I think
for
that's actually
sure.
very funny.
But yeah, he was like quiet
Yep.
during his set, and it was great. But they couldn't hear him, and
Yeah.
he's just been out of the game for a bit over a year. So
Yeah.
I was like, babe, speak up. And then
Whoa.
yeah, and it felt stupid because for context, he's been doing comedy for close to 15 years, and I've been doing 7 years. So for me to
Yeah.
ever give him any tip on anything is crazy.
An old dog can still learn new tricks.
I guess so.
That is one of the great mottos to live life by.
It is.
No matter how old the dog you get, you can still learn a few things from those young pups running around. Starting new things, new life being brought into this world.
Honestly, a beautiful lesson.
Yeah, it's a really long motto, the way that I say it, but it's still, the lesson is still there. And the wisdom should still hold.
I think so. It's going to be hard to engrave on your tombstone one day, but
Yeah.
we'll have to get the...
It will have a QR code.
Oh, smart!
Yeah, it'll have a QR code, and it will be me just saying it. Or you press a little button, there's a speaker in the tombstone that says just this part of the podcast. We cut out your bits, but it's just me saying all this.
I was going to cut out my bits anyway.
No, it's just going to be
No,
this.
that's actually what the podcast
Yeah,
is.
yeah, it's just going to be me monologuing. Oh, yes, interesting. Yes.
Yeah, you look
wonderful,
fucking crazy.
Chloe. Yes. Ah, yes. Okay, interesting. An old dog can learn new tricks.
Well, it's true. He tried it. He tried it last night, and he said, wow, you were right. I did need to
Wow.
speak up. Look at that. Thank you. Thank you very
Here's
much.
to Jacob. He's true blue.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've never known that song either. God,
I don't know it either. I
shit.
don't know
Oh, thank
any
God.
song. I don't know any
You
song. Don't know any
song.
lyrics to any song.
Really?
Yes, I don't. The only one I know most of the lyrics to is the Golden Girls theme song. I do know that. And then otherwise, not many other songs.
Is the Golden Girls theme song only in there because of watching Golden Girls?
I'm watching the
Heats?
show.
Yeah.
And it was on TV, so I couldn't skip the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I recently watched that. It's so fucking good. I love it.
It's a wonderful show.
I love it. That's
love
really
those
funny.
old gals.
They're
Love those
so
old gals.
fantastic, and they are seriously the archetype for so many girl shows.
Exactly.
Like Girls, Sex and the City. Oh my god, what other girl shows are there?
Don't know. Those are the only ones I know. I've only seen those two. And just like that, does that count?
It counts.
Ninja Turtles, they're boys, but the same kind of archetypes, I reckon.
I reckon so.
And I think
honestly.
the same archetypes.
Do you think you can't think of lyrics because your brain is too full of movies?
Probably. I chose one area to be an expert in, and I've learned nothing about anything else in this world. I truly don't know anything. Don't know much about anything.
Have you ever gotten mad at someone for having like a wrong or you're considered to be wrong opinion on a movie that you love?
Probably, but I think opinions are okay. Everyone's allowed to have their opinion, you know?
What if they claim it's fact?
That will annoy me. If someone, and I hate when people go, it's objectively good or it's objectively bad. No, subjectivity is everything in art.
Yeah.
And people, when they say it's objective, I go, no.
It's
You're
stupid.
objectively a dunce. You're a dumbass, dude. That will piss me off, yes.
Yeah,
But
it's
otherwise,
really
people can have opinions of whatever they want. Opinions, not opinions, or whatever I just said.
That's very big of you.
Thank you. I'm gracious and generous. I'm gracious and generous,
I don't
Chloe. Never
believe
be
you.
forgotten.
I don't believe you.
I'm selfish and cruel.
No, you're not.
I'm either one or the other. I can't be in the middle. I can't be equilibrialized.
Oh, that's-
I'm one or the other.
That's what makes you so fun.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Thank you,
But
dude.
I could just imagine you genuinely having a view of someone change because of a disagreement.
I can switch on people, I would say, yes.
For sure.
I will just go, now, I'll write people off. If I hear someone say something, I just go, I'll write this guy off. But usually it's like if they, I don't know how to put it, but everyone's got opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But if they express something that I feel is uninformed and ignoramus,
Mm-hmm.
I will go, you're out of here, mate.
You're done.
You're written off. You're out of the wheel.
Wow. Okay. What if they express something that's uninformed, but they have it like with a caveat of, "But I'm just a girl."
Yes, I can be wooed in such ways. I can be wooed back from my written off sides.
I tell you, I have a trait, and I think it mostly comes out with my family, where they think I'm really smart. And
You are smart.
Thank you. It feels great.
Yeah. Wow. To feel smart does not feel great. It is to feel the burden of understanding the world.
No, yeah, that part sucks. But them thinking that I'm smart
Yep.
feels great.
Okay.
Right? And so sometimes things will come up. And I think that I tend to try to have a decent, broad knowledge of some things. And for some reason, these things will come up with my family. And I will say the thing that I think is true. But I'll say it with a confidence.
Wow.
Like I know it's true. Even though I'm like very happily
What's an example of
proved
this?
wrong.
Do one to me now.
Let's just say there's a patch of grass that is in an area that has died. I'll say it's because there was asbestos found there, and it's been blocked off, and it's a problem all around the city.
Where
and
did you
that
hear
was
about the
something-
asbestos?
I'm just trying to think of something.
Okay, all right.
This isn't an example from real
Yeah,
life.
okay.
I can't remember anything.
But
before
there is
this conversation.
asbestos around. But it's usually
That's
in
true.
mulch.
That's
It's
true.
in mulch.
That's true.
I know that from the news too.
Okay, see.
Yeah,
so
I heard
maybe
they had asbestos in mulch.
maybe
in Sydney.
I say to my sister, well, yeah, no, that grass is probably dead because of the asbestos.
Wow.
And then she'll believe me.
Wow.
She'll
So
completely
do you have
believe
gullible
me.
people in your family?
Maybe that's what
Okay,
it is.
interesting. That's
But
it. If you have gullible people in your family, they'll believe anything, so then you just feel smart no matter what. And you just go, well, I guess I'm always telling the truth.
Well, my sister, she's like a scientist pretty much.
Really?
So
What
she's
is
a
she
naturopath.
actually?
So she had to do
I
a
don't know.
science
Yeah.
She had to do a science degree
Okay.
to become a naturopath.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Naturopath is to heal people naturally.
Yeah,
You
pretty
go,
much.
have chamomile tea.
Well, no, it's more than that.
I like chamomile tea. And have honey. Chamomile tea, honey, Manuka style honey.
It's more complicated. I swear she had to do a
Magnesium,
science.
is that naturopath?
Yeah.
Yes, I love
Yeah.
magnesium before bed.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
I do a little flashbang with magnesium, light one up and go, now I'm ready to fall asleep. I can't see anything anymore, can close my eyes and drift off.
What? What are you lighting?
If you light magnesium up, it turns bright white.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Yeah,
cool.
do that. Just right in my eyes before bed.
It's one way to knock yourself out. I like it.
Absolutely.
I like
Love it. Just drift off into the world of Nod right after it.
She's a smart girl, right? And so she will look something up or find something out, and probably not even intentionally because she's not trying to prove me wrong. But eventually someone will often come back and say, that was wrong. And I'm like, my bad. Whoops.
Has your sister been on the podcast?
Yeah, she has actually.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Are you going to collect all the family, all the Maddrens on the podcast?
I don't know. We'll
Wow.
see. We'll see.
I would never have a family member on my podcast.
Really?
No way.
Why?
Well, they...
You might spill the beans?
No, I don't know, maybe it would have to be for the right thing. But probably not my mum or my dad, I don't think.
Yeah, okay.
But maybe for the right thing.
Okay.
I have an uncle who is a music expert that I think would be funny to have him on something.
Okay.
Because he's kind of the equivalent to me about music in this world.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He knows he's a music historian.
What do we even talk about?
We talk about movies with music in them when we hang out. We really do, actually.
Bohemian Rhapsody and
yeah, we talked about the A Hard Day's Night was the last one we talked about. And we went to go see a surfing movie with my dad called Crystal Voyager, which is surf and music together in a movie. One of the best Aussie documentaries
It's
ever.
good?
Oh, it's wonderful.
Okay. All right.
Wonderful.
Good to know. I mean, my dad surfs and likes music.
Oh, well, then you've got to send him this movie.
I'll have to. Anyway.
Yeah.
Look, my sister's the only one I've had on the podcast from the family.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, who's to say what could happen in the future?
You got to get your mum on. She's an interesting character, I reckon.
She is. A lot of people want me to have mum on.
Yeah, I think so. I've not met your mum, but you've told me about your mum.
It's crazy how
I remember you were like, we're going to
spoken
hang out
about
one
my
time.
mum.
Like, sorry, I can't. My mum's in town getting like a facelift or something. I was like, oh, okay.
She was, and I was looking after her. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I was pretty busy that week. It was a lot. As someone with face and body dysmorphia stuff, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah. Don't know what that's like, mate. As like one of the great beauties, I don't know what it's
You're
like.
a Greek god.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm an Adonis.
It's not fair.
I'm amongst me mortals. I'm an Adonis.
It's not fair to compare, honestly.
Sorry, mate. My apologies.
God, I wish I was Greek. Have you
Wow,
seen my,
you should convert to Greek Orthodox.
Okay.
Oh, you've got the mati on your eye, on your ear.
a little birthday gift?
Yeah.
I am. I've been accepted to be Italian because my stepdad's Italian.
Yeah, wonderful.
And that's the same.
There actually is a saying, una faccia, una razza, which is one face, one race.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what the Greeks and Italians say to each other.
Was that like around the time of the Nazis or like?
Probably not around then.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Cool,
probably not around then. They weren't allies at that time.
Well, yeah.
But otherwise, they've got along quite okay over the years.
That's good. I'm sorry, I don't know history very well.
Yeah. I only know a little bit about that. But yes, Italy was doing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Benito Mussolini. Has anyone ever
the
said the words
one.
Benito Mussolini on your podcast before?
I'll have to check.
Benito Mussolini. He
You might
was
have.
doing some crazy. I might have. I might have.
Yeah, no, I only heard about him a few years back, and I went, what?
He's been famous for a long time, and
I
you're only just
know.
hearing about Benito Mussolini now.
No, famous enough. I
Il
guess.
Duce, the Duke. That's what his name was, I think.
Look, I don't know. I thought there was one Nazi dude, and then that was it.
Oh my God!
I'm sorry.
There was dozens of them. Chloe.
I think I learned about Stalin because of Family Guy.
What the fuck?
I
That's
know.
crazy.
I know. I got
You
bad
didn't do
education.
history in school?
No, I went to public schools.
Me too.
And then I went to a school of arts where it was like, we had the other subjects, but not history. It was
Wow. But Stalin was world famous.
I don't think I was very good at school.
Wow. What about Brezhnev?
Who's that?
He's another one of the guys that followed in Stalin's footsteps.
Oh, another one?
Yes.
How many are there?
Nikita Khrushchev?
My sister's name is Nikita.
Yeah, Khrushchev. Is a middle name Khrushchev.
It
Nikita
might
Khrushchev
be.
Madren.
That could be her.
Yeah, Khrushchev, Trotsky. You don't know Trotsky?
No.
He used to fuck Frida Kahlo.
What?
Yes.
I know Frida Kahlo.
And she used to suck Trotsky off.
She would never.
She would have.
No.
He would have been copping dome off Frida.
Yeah, enjoy a little...
Cut that out of the podcast.
No, keep it in. We got a, little mustache tickle from Frida, maybe.
Wow, that eyebrow's doing a lot of work on little Trotsky.
Damn. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know history. I apologize.
That's okay.
Look, I know TV.
An old dog can learn new tricks, is what I say.
That's what you always
say. And your
say.
new tricks will be about the Russian Revolution.
I don't wanna.
You got to learn about them.
It is interesting.
Yes, this is what this podcast will be about. Be learning about Lenin, Trotsky, Stalin.
No.
Yes,
No.
it's it. The Romanovs, they got overturned.
People come here to feel dumb.
Lenin came in and he chopped some of their heads off. They took over. The
Actually-
Bolshevik Revolution took over after the failed Menshevik Revolution.
You're just saying words.
Wow.
I don't know. I need a movie made for me to learn anything about anything
There's
historical.
movies.
Well, good, not documentaries.
There's
I need-
movies.
Well, I've seen some of the movies. That's how I've seen Inglourious
Anastasia.
Bastards.
Have you seen Anastasia with
cartoon?
Meg Ryan, the cartoon?
Meg Ryan's in
Yes,
it?
that's her. She's Anastasia.
No.
Yes.
No.
Christopher Lloyd plays Rasputin
In the cartoon.
in the cartoon.
Does Meg Ryan sing it?
Yes, Once Upon
No.
a September.
No.
No, someone else sings it.
You are lying.
Be awesome they got Anastasia to sing for the movie Anastasia.
I agree.
I love her.
The band Rasputin was
You're
being
all
played
out
on the
of
radio, not radio, on the Spotify, and then Anastasia came on afterwards. And I was like,
that's
oh,
it.
oh,
That's
pretty good.
awesome.
Yeah. But no, none of this history talk. That's enough. I do know what the fans of this show like, and I don't think
They
it's
don't like
that,
the Bolsheviks?
They don't know
Oh
about
my
the Bolsheviks.
gosh.
They might.
Okay.
Sorry. I had someone actually, I posted a TikTok being like, I want to be I don't know, I was making a joke
Hmm.
about paying movie stars more money because doing shoots is exhausting,
Yeah.
you know? And then I said, I know I'm not a star yet. And someone was like, no, don't become a star.
Wow.
I listen to your podcast because it's so real. And
Wow.
I want you to be real forever and not get fake like them. And I thought that was
That's really lovely.
like so backhanded lovely
Yeah.
though. It was so strange.
Chloe, you're not a star, but I love you regardless. And don't change because I
Don't even-
like how you are.
I'm rooting against you.
I'm rooting against your success. I don't want you to get ads on your podcasts.
I
Don't get sponsorships
Oh
and
my
ads.
god, I already have a sponsorship
Yeah, with weed.
because I'm cool, because I'm
Yeah.
real. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
keeping it real. No, I got in trouble with them. It doesn't matter. Whatever. I got in trouble on Instagram last week. It was really upsetting. Thank you for your consolation.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's
I don't know
cool.
how to react to it. I go, oh gosh, that's so brutal. I don't know, I feel sad. Is that empathy? No,
Is that
Chloe,
empathy?
no. You know, you got busted. No.
God,
Sorry.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
What
It was
happened?
stressful. What happened?
Yeah.
I'm not allowed to. I couldn't DM anyone for 3 days.
Could you receive DM?
Yes, so it was very frustrating. I
a
could
nightmare.
react.
A nightmare to receive and not to
Truly.
give DM.
Truly, and I was like reacting to them, and
Yep.
and then people were like, "Why are you replying?" It was crazy, and then I can't go live for a year. That's fine.
For a whole year, you can't go live.
Can't go live.
But to go live is one of life's great pleasures.
It is. It
I
truly
actually
is.
love to go live.
I like to have the option.
It's fun to go live every
It's
now and
very
then.
fun. And I feel upset about that. But worst of all is they took away my Instagram monetization, my subscription,
Oh,
for 3 months.
3 months.
And
Shit.
yeah, I'm
What
like now.
what do you do for the Instagram subscription?
Like all sorts of shit. I post like photo dumps from my photo album,
Yeah,
from
cool.
just random shit I've saved and taken photos of for the week. Outfits of the day, behind the scenes from podcasts and
Wow.
shoots with the OG people.
Gosh, no. There'll be no
I
behind
know,
the scenes of
these
this
people are
episode
gonna
up on the
miss out.
subscription.
I know.
No!
It's upsetting.
No! I was so looking forward to the BTS shoot of me putting my shirt back on after this. Putting my shirt back on and walking back through the office I work in 3 days a week.
I like that you're in the
Hello, my colleagues. Yes, I'm wearing my jimmies over here, my jimmies
think-
and jammies.
Honestly, I think that's why I can't come into the studio too often because
Yeah.
when I'm here, I'm in pajamas and like not wearing shoes ever. And
Yeah.
it just feels a bit silly. you
Yes,
know?
but silly is wonderful.
I know, but
So that's what the fans deem from you. They want the silly.
they want the silly. But if I come in here with like a button down, the team's going to be like,
Huh? Is she
What
talking
the
business
hell?
today? Are we having a CEO takeover on the episode today?
Exactly. It's the boss show.
The boss show.
The boss show. You know what I mean.
I understand it. I understand you completely and opaquely. I understand it.
Do you want to play some icebreaker
Let's
games with
ice
me?
break. Let's break
Yeah?
some ice.
Okay, cool. 'Cause
Now
now-
the podcast starts.
Well, yeah.
Cut
no,
the
we'll
first
cut
part
the rest
out.
Of it.
Start this
We'll-
bit.
Do you like my box?
It's lovely. You've bedazzled it yourself, I
Yeah,
see.
yes, I have. Yes.
Did you measure it out first, or you just go, let's just go for it?
No, I got a ruler and put some. Yeah, that would be. I'm not that neat.
It's beautiful.
You ready? What's your most irrational fear?
Oh, I am terrified of pigeons.
Really?
They disgust me.
What?
I think they scare the shit out of me. I get really anxious around them. I don't like to, when they start walking near me, when I'm like eating and stuff, I'm like, oh God, I can't handle them. And it stems from when I was 11 or 12 years old. I was at after school care and I was just hanging out in the yard or whatever, the quadrangle of the school. And there was a pigeon with a mucked up head, big tumor pouring out of its head and stuff like that. And it just kept on not being afraid of me and kept coming closer to me and it wouldn't fly off. And just wouldn't leave me alone, just kept on coming. And I just went
probably
inside
asking for
instead.
help.
Probably was asking help, but it scared the crap out of me. And ever since then, I've been terrified of pigeons.
No.
They disgust me.
That's so upsetting.
Horrifically afraid of them. And at our
God.
apartment building, we have... we had a neighbor before we moved in. He passed away. He was like 100 years old or something. And he used to feed birds and pigeons particular. And so he had cultivated and all the pigeons, because they learn. That's what pigeons do.
Yeah.
Even though I hate them, I would admit they're quite smart and knowy and cluey.
Well-
So they knew their food was there.
Yeah.
And so they basically roosted in this dead guy's flat.
Oh.
And we had all these pigeons in our little part of the world. With this, there shouldn't be pigeons where I live. There shouldn't be. You got a lot of
Why?
ibis, and ibis is normal.
Why shouldn't there be pigeons?
Pigeons is
there?
more, I would say, in the city. Like I'm
That's
pretty inner
insane.
city living,
Yeah.
but it's a park across the road. It's not a pigeon kind of place, not a pigeon kind of park. But there were pigeons because this guy would feed them. And we had all these pigeons. The guy died, and we had all these pigeons nesting in our. They would nest on our balcony
Yeah.
and stuff. We have this access point in our balcony you just cannot access, and it's just a flat surface, but there's a wall, and then the edge of the thing can't access this shit at all.
Yeah.
Pigeons would nest there, and I remember I have to try, and whenever I start to see these little sticks building up, I have to try and sweep them off and knock them off
Horrible.
the balcony.
No.
One time we were away for a weekend, came back, little eggs, and they had hatched. And then the next day there were little birds. I go, oh my God, we've got little pigeons here. And I go, there's 3 here. And I'm just like, I was like, I don't know what to do. Don't know what to do about this.
Why did you
Then-
think you had to do anything about
Well,
it?
because they're in my world now.
But they're in a bit. Okay.
Someone's turned the air conditioning on, thank goodness. They're in my world now. And then the Australian minor birds attacked them and killed the bird babies.
Oh my
And so then we got called the real estate up. They sent the guy in to come clean them up and get rid of it. And then they put spikes on, so there will be no more birds. And I've been happy ever since because I've had no pigeons in my life. But I'll also tell you another thing. This neighbor that I had, the 100-year-old guy that died, a few months into us moving into this apartment, they cleaned out his place.
Yeah.
He would have been a hoarder because there was lots of stuff. And one day I was coming home and they had laid out all his stuff in the front footpaths and everything. And let's see if I might have to try and find a picky to show you. But they had laid everything out, and amongst them, I saw a giant flesh-colored thing. I was like, "What's that?" And I went and had a look.
Okay.
It was a giant sex toy.
Yeah.
One of those ones where it's full torso, like no head, no arms, no legs, just torso. Huge breasts,
Awesome.
huge cock.
awesome.
And it was just this giant thing.
Oh my God.
And then they were like, oh my God. And all our neighbors go like, oh my God, we've got this giant like sex toy on our street. Just horrifying. It looked like a giant like dismembered body.
Yeah.
And then they took it away. And a couple of weeks later, walking home, the dick had fallen off and was just like in the gutter.
Someone fucked that dick off.
The dick had dropped off when they took the rest of the flesh, like torso away. The dick was dropped off.
Oh, you think someone actually maybe pulled it off?
I think it just snapped off.
Okay.
Or broke off.
Okay.
I don't think it was a snap because it's quite the texture of this thing.
Yeah, they're rubbery.
It wouldn't relinquish a snap from it, but it would break or tear, perhaps, or
This is a very clever story to tell immediately after the pigeon stuff because I feel like you knew what was going to come from me.
What was this?
Judgment.
Judgment.
Pure,
Wow.
utter judgment. I think that you're a gorgeous person.
Thanks,
and
dude.
I think of you very highly.
Thank
honestly.
Thank you. Don't say a but.
But
No,
saying
don't say but.
I'm saying a but. I'm saying
okay,
but.
Gosh,
I'm
gosh.
sorry. A very funny tale about the sex toy,
Yes.
the neighbor. That's wonderful. I can't let this go.
Yeah. What are you guys pigeons? I know we.
Why are you so? Yeah, you know about the pigeon history.
Yes, I know pigeon history.
You know pigeon
I
history.
know that humans
See,
manipulated
that's what I know
them.
about history.
Yeah. Tell me everything about the pigeon then.
I don't know.
Try and convert me. Try and convert me.
They're just so sweet.
They had
We
asbestos.
trained them.
Yeah. They got asbestos, the pigeons. I know that humans treated them badly.
No, we trained them.
We
They
trained
worked
them.
for us, and then we abandoned them.
Yeah.
And then now they're so cute and sweet and pretty.
They're not cute
Do you
and
like
they're not
any
pretty.
birds?
Yes.
What birds?
Almost every other bird.
That's so interesting.
Yeah, almost every other bird I like.
I
love ibis. I know I find it offensive when people call ibis a bin chicken.
Yeah, well, you should.
I think it's nasty and I think that's rude.
Yeah.
Because we took their home.
Well,
They're in the wetlands.
They're not
we
native
butchered off
to
the
Australia.
wetlands. Yeah, but they made it their home too.
they did.
They took their home.
They did. But could you not say the same for the pigeons?
They're
They're
disgusting.
so cute.
No.
How would you feel if I started sending you some like beautiful, cute pigeon content?
A dove is okay, and a crested
They're
pigeon
the
is
same
nice.
fucking thing.
I don't like them. I don't like them. They get little fucked up feet.
That's only because they get like
They get
trash
little
wrapped around
fucked
their
up
feet.
little disgusting feet. They
It's
look
so
so dirty.
sad.
They carry disease and
Oh my God, so
vermin
do
and lice.
humans.
Yeah, I don't like them either. I don't like
point.
any creature. I like movie and that's it. I don't like human creature or anything. I'm misanthropic. People mistake my funny voice to be charming and jovial. I'm a misanthrope. I hate company. I like myself to be with movie and that's it. That's true.
I honestly feel that.
Yeah, I don't like any creatures. Pigeon is my least favorite. Everything is at a base level distrust.
Okay.
Pigeon below that.
And you don't want to come around on it. You have no interest in facing your fear.
No, not really. What am I going to do?
Really?
Touch a pigeon? Like normal people don't do that.
Oh, yeah.
No, you touch pigeon and you
I-
have me fucking here on your couch?
Yeah,
Yuck.
I was just touching a bunch
Oh
of pigeons.
God, yuck,
I know,
yuck, yuck.
I
And
know.
I see like people go, this poor Pidgey broke its wing and we're like bringing it back to life. I'm like, good Lord, no way. Like when you go,
hell?
oh God. They disgust me so much.
It's so interesting.
It's not interesting. It's
no, it's
normal.
a little interesting.
I'm
It's not normal. It's
I'm
not normal. It's not.
I'm normal. I'm normal.
You've been brainwashed.
Not brainwashed. I
Little
was
bit.
convinced by my life experience. I go, this is it. I've experienced it and I hate it.
You know, I got bit on the butt by a dog once when I was a kid, and I was scared for a couple of weeks.
I'm
And
not
then, you
a
know
big
what?
dog
I grew
guy
up.
either. I grew up too, and I distrust them still. I evened out. I was much
It didn't
more.
even do anything to you.
He was trying to become my friend,
Oh my God.
and I was like, "No, thank you, mate.
Wow.
You are horrific.
You are a little bitch.
I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch.
I have
Let it be
to-
known."
I have to respect your choices in your
Yeah,
decisions.
I would say I was worse when I was a kid. Now I've not grown out of it because I still dislike them. Like so much so my landlord knows I don't like pigeons.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
part of my
that's-
life. I go, I cannot live like this. Please, please, please.
I think that you have put a lot onto them, and the dislike comes from your fear.
Yeah.
And it's less embarrassing to hate
Yeah.
them than it is to fear them, because fearing's crazy.
I'm feared by them. I fear them. I do. Like if one were coming to me, you would see me yelp and stuff.
Were you scared of the babies?
Yeah, they were horrible. They look disgusting.
Well, all babies are disgusting. Let's
No.
face it. What do you mean?
Cute child actors are beautiful.
They're not babies.
I love child actors.
They're not babies.
Like
Brand new babies.
Oh,
Brand new are fucking creepy.
Yeah,
They're freaky
I guess so.
looking, they're wet.
I've not seen too many like brand new children, like
probably
that
for the
are
best.
right out of the
You'll take them. You'll take them
Straight out of
straight
the
to
oven.
Hollywood. God knows.
Yeah, like come on, we got to do this. We've got live births on ER. We got to try and get them in here. They need a newborn baby for the pit. Let's get this kid in here.
I'm moving on. I know you don't know many songs
Yeah.
or lyrics.
Okay.
But if you had to, what would the theme song for your life be?
Oh gosh. I don't know. I'm trying to think of the songs I listen to most.
Do you listen to
Probably
songs?
Golden. Yes, I do
You
listen
guys-
to songs. Yes, come on. I listen to them. I just don't participate
I
singing
figure you've
along
just
with
got
them.
movies playing in your
Yeah, I
AirPods.
just listen to audio commentaries as I'm walking around. Ah, yes, that's how they filmed that scene. Wonderful. E.T., that's how they got the finger to glow. I would probably say, gosh, what are my favorite songs? Probably Zorba the Greek theme song from the Zorba the Greek, the movie. What do I listen to? You know what songs like
Golden
always
Girls.
like every year on my Spotify, it's like very close to the top, is a Grace Jones cover of La Vie en Rose.
Great.
It's almost always like top 3 for me.
Love.
But I haven't listened to it much this year.
Oh.
So maybe I got to start listening to it again. That would be up there.
But like,
Because
I'm
I'm
saying
the
as a
rose and it's
theme.
about my life.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And I don't know, I think it kind of, you're like suave and the song is suave.
Thank you.
You know?
Am I suave?
Yeah, I
That's
think so.
really, I don't think that's correct.
I think that you are suave presenting.
Suave presenting.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true. I think I'm nerd presenting.
Oh, you can be both.
I'm nerd presenting.
They're not mutually exclusive.
Really? Okay. Thank goodness
yeah.
then. So I'm
No.
a suave nerd type.
Yeah.
Swarthy. I'm swarthy.
Not suave. I think that means something completely different.
I'm swarthy. Maybe Rocky,
Fucking
so that
hell.
way I can feel more motivated. The theme to Rocky, gonna fly now.
Is that a theme though?
Yeah,
Is that
by
just
Bill Conti.
an aspirational theme?
The music from Rocky.
Yes, I know the music.
Yeah, Bill Conti.
Yeah, but
I
I'm
would do
saying,
da- da- da-
is
da-
that an
da- da-
accurate
da-
theme
da-
for
da-
your
da-
life?
Well, it'd be interesting to have it play while I'm walking around and stuff like that.
I think you've watched too many movies for that to be your theme.
Rocky.
Sorry. Okay. If you could have an unlimited supply of one thing, what would it be?
Probably money.
Oh,
If I could choose, I guess it would be money. Australian currency, I would
I
say.
think I need to remove money.
I would say money. I love money. I love to spend money.
Yeah, spending money is the best. How good is shopping?
I love to shop.
Oh, for clothes.
I
and-
bought
and
lots of
things?
clothes recently.
Really?
Yes. I love clothes.
I know.
Yeah.
Me too.
That's why I feel strange being so unclothed doing this podcast because I'm not wearing my favorite thing, clothes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I love clothes.
Yeah, they're beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so if I took money out of the equation.
Probably clothes.
Yeah, it's got to be
Yeah.
clothes.
Unlimited clothes.
Clothes is so good. I have been watching,
Are you a uniform person?
Like a little bit. It can be seasonal.
Yes.
A bit. But yeah, I've definitely got like you saw my outfit when I got here. The boots, the little skirt, and
I saw it and I
jumper.
memorized it.
You memorized
I
it.
remember
I know,
exactly
I
what you
know.
were wearing when you arrived.
I have different versions of that
Yep.
for sure, and like a number of different things, and then I've got more statement pieces. But yeah,
Different
like
things.
it's like different
You
things.
said different things.
A little bit. What
Yeah.
about you?
I recently have been a bit more uniformy.
Yeah.
I think because I was traveling on tour.
was gonna
and I've never
ask
been
if it
on
was the
tour
show.
really before.
Yeah.
So I've always I had to save space in my bag. I went a bit uniformy.
Yeah.
My uniform was white t-shirt and sneakers.
Yeah.
I always wear sneakers. And either blue jeans or the blue pants I was wearing on my show. And I would wear the pants after. And then usually cardigan or a jumper, and I would switch that out.
Perfect.
Yeah, cardigan
it's
or a
good.
jumper.
How was it traveling with a friend on tour?
Oh, traveling with a friend on tour, it was interesting.
Yeah.
Zach Ruane from Auntie Donna and I, we did a show together this year called Refuse Classification, a live comedy festival show. And we only stayed together at one leg of the run.
Oh.
We stayed in Adelaide in the same hotel.
Yeah,
In the
okay.
same apartment.
Yeah.
2 bedrooms. And it was interesting. It was interesting.
Okay, how long was that?
A week. We were there for a
right.
week. So it was a long time. And it was the first run of the show. So we were fucking constantly rehearsing the show.
I thought you were saying you were fucking constantly.
Fucking constantly.
Whoa.
We're finally away together in
It
the
was
secluded
interesting.
Adelaide. No, we were constantly rehearsing the show, like hours and hours a day to just get it in our heads and stuff. To just really work it. So we're just in this little apartment building doing the show constantly.
Yeah.
And we're quite different. As in, I'm very tidy and he's not. Well, that was the main difference that became apparent.
Shit.
And then he's a night animal. And I'm like, midnight, I'm like, let's start hopping into bed at this point.
Yeah, okay.
And so it would be, I remember there was like one night where he was watching wrestling and he's describing to me like, no, this is why it's so good. I'm just falling asleep. Literally falling asleep as he was talking to me.
Oh my God.
So a lot of stuff like that.
Okay,
But I'm
alright.
very clean and tidy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense. It probably would have been some time since you've been in
In
living
a boy
quarters.
house. Yeah, in a boy house.
Yeah. Yeah, fair. It's tough.
Yeah.
Fuck that. I've spoiled myself and only done the festivals, like staying by myself.
Yeah. That was the only other. Well, everything else I was in hotels
Yeah.
or in Melbourne I was house sitting for friends. And that was
okay.
also me. I loved it because I could like vacuum his house and stuff. I was like
sick
vacuuming my
fuck.
friend's house. I was doing his laundry and stuff. It was great.
God.
Because he was only there for a couple of weekends while I was
Yeah,
down.
nice.
So I was like, oh, okay, let me just, I'm going to vacuum, got rid of some cobwebs and
That's
stuff
so
like that. Because he was away. He
nice.
travels a lot, my friend.
Do you want a house sit for me?
I live like 1 kilometer away from you, so maybe. I would say cat is one of the animals I like.
Good choice.
And you got cat.
Yeah, I have cat.
Cat or one,
Cat.
two?
One cat.
Yes, I like cats.
Yeah, my neighbor across the hall has 3.
Oh,
and
gosh.
she's gorgeous.
In an apartment, that's a lot.
It's so funny.
cats.
When she moved in, I opened the door and she saw my cat, scooped him up immediately, and was like, "Hello!" And
Wow.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, hi!"
Oh my God, she's got a new roommate. She's
I
taking
know,
her cat
I
in.
know, I know. Well,
What's
she
your cat
was-
name?
Louis.
Louis.
Louis cat kitten.
CK.
CK. Yeah.
Louis CK.
Yeah, it's Louis CK.
Louis CK,
Yeah,
famous
it's very
comedian.
funny. It's very funny. He's also a perv and ginger. But yeah, she was really cute because she was like, yeah, so it's just me and my 3 cats, and is it just you over there and Louis? And like really hopeful. And I was like, oh no, my partner also lives here, and she was like, oh.
She was trying to annex your apartment. It's just you. I can take over.
No, I think she
There's a
just
big,
wanted-
strong man. No.
I think she just wanted another cat girl.
Another cat,
in the
another cat
apartment building.
lunatic that's moving into the apartment.
Seriously.
Yeah, I like cats.
They're good, and
Yeah.
they are. I think liking cats is considered to be quite the green flag.
Really? Wow. Let it be known, guys.
Yeah.
I got the okay.
You got the okay.
Because I like cats.
Well, because they're not like unconditional with their affection. You
yeah,
have to
true.
earn it, and
I think I like that.
it's
Yeah.
I like it too. I love.
They
dogs,
should have their
don't get me
own.
wrong.
I don't like dogs very
No,
much.
fair.
They're fine, like, but and
They're
there's
a
a few
lot.
that have romance with. A few that I've loved is what I meant.
Yes.
I've never kissed a dog.
There's a few that I fucked and sucked.
No. I've never done such a thing.
But I didn't like their
there's-
personalities.
Yeah, no. But there's been a few dogs I've loved that have won me over and stuff.
Okay. But no, they're a lot. Like I want
Too
them
much for me.
instead of kids one day because I know how much they are. You know.
Yeah.
It's like not a thing I would consider in my youth.
Yeah.
Because they're a lot and they're gross.
Yeah, they're gross.
Like the slobber is a lot.
Yeah. Don't let me see people kiss
I
their
love
dog.
them.
I'm like,
Oh,
that's
that's too
fucked.
much. That's not
Are you
okay.
kidding me? It's
That's
go
not
like,
okay.
kiss their dog on the mouth. It's like their dog's licking in their head. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think that's a white girl
Their
thing.
dogs
right?
eat shit.
Yeah.
They eat their own shit and
And
strangers' shit.
Yeah, anyone's shit. They'll eat it.
They like to eat shit.
It's really gross.
And shit is one of the worst things, I think.
I think it's the bad thing to
It's
eat.
bad.
It's a bad
I
thing to
wouldn't eat
eat.
shit.
Really?
I wouldn't. I promise you, I wouldn't, and I haven't. I haven't already done it.
I'm gonna have to scratch the dare.
No.
I did want to play truth or dare with you, but I wanted to play just truth.
Wow. No, do more icebreakers. I was
More
having fun.
icebreakers?
Do one more.
Okay, one more.
One more.
One more icebreaker. Wow. Oh, is this a good one?
Oh, yeah, I can answer this one.
All right.
Favorite form of potato is what the thing says. Favorite form of potato. Now, most people would say the chip. And I'm not like most people.
You're not.
I have gotten into chippies recently.
Like crisps or
Both.
fries?
Both.
Whoa.
Yes, and I've been really loving potato crisp chips. But I love potato salads.
I didn't see it coming.
Love potato salad. Greek style potato salad I adore. But I made the best fucking roast potatoes the other day of my life.
How? What'd you do?
Oh my God, Chloe, this is such a good recipe. I will give it to your clientele, your listener base right now.
Please.
I made the best fucking roast potatoes ever because I wanted to have Greek style roast potatoes, which are very lemony.
Yeah.
But I wanted crispy, and traditionally Greek potatoes are not crispy. So I found this other recipe that you chop the potatoes up into quarters, peel them and stuff, quarter them. Then you put them in cold water.
Yeah.
Bring it to a boil, but what you also do is you salt the water. You also squeeze 2 lemons into there, and then you put the used flesh of the lemon as well, and you boil it all together. And when they're boiled, you let them cool. Then you toss them in oregano, salt, pepper, olive oil, maybe garlic if you want to. I usually just pound the garlic and put it in. And also, this is the real kicker. Oh my God, what's the words? Like polenta but finer. Semolina flour.
Oh.
Yeah, semolina.
Yeah.
Fine
Yeah.
semolina.
Yeah. I
And
have some at home right now.
Yes, and you toss it with
Wow.
that, and you put it into the oven, and it gets so crispy, but it has all the flavor of like a Greek lemon potato.
Whoa.
Yes, changed my life.
Okay.
It was like, truly was the best thing. I also put a little bit of I had duck fat, so I put the duck fat in the pan,
Okay.
fry, and that put that in, but mainly use olive oil.
And you fried them all?
No, put it into my air fryer. I use
Oh,
the air
yeah,
fryer.
yeah, okay.
So I roasted them. And they were magnificent.
They sound so good.
They were magnificent. Best potatoes I've ever made in my life. And I've fucked with a lot of potatoes in my life.
Yeah, wow.
It was magnificent.
Holy shit, that's so good. Yeah, see, I forgot. You know more than movies. You know food.
I love food. That's how we first
Oh my
bonded
God,
and we
it's
became
true.
friends, you and I. We're
It's
both
true.
foodies.
It's true. We spoke about it at length last
At
time, I
length.
believe.
Yeah.
Great choice.
Yeah, great
choice.
potato.
Great potato.
That's my great potato.
Yeah.
Greek crispy style potato.
Yum. I'm going to need to make
I'll
that.
make it for you. I'll just give you the recipe.
Oh, yes.
Rewind the tape. The recipe's
Easy.
there.
Easy
Transcribe
peasy.
it and use it.
I think I'm too autistic to say it could be a favorite, though.
What's your favorite? Chippy still?
No, it's got to be mash.
Mash. I love mash.
Like
yeah.
a fucking child.
Great mash. Yeah.
Yeah, just like ooh.
Mash
I
is
love
for
dipping
every
a chip in
age.
mash. Yeah,
That's actually
That's how fat I am.
sinful. I think you're
Yeah.
fucked mad.
I know.
To be
I know.
dipping a potato when it's bled out, brother. My
Kind of
God.
fucked up.
That's cannibalistic.
I know. All right, quick truth.
Truth.
And then we gotta wrap it up because I gotta pee.
Oh, gosh.
I gotta pee something
Okay.
crazy. So truth or truth?
Truth, I guess. I'll do second truth.
Okay.
Because
what-
last time you made me do a dare, and it was,
did.
I honestly, every now and then I watch the video, go like, can't believe I did that.
made you very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it was so hard. It was ruthless.
Yeah. I guess for any
Mm-hmm.
new listeners, you posted a story proclaiming your love for your Instagram followers, and it was very.
It was a 2-camera video, which I'd
Yes.
never done
Yes.
before.
Yeah, it
I've
was
done a few
really
since.
funny.
I could do it again now.
Proud of you.
Yeah.
Look at that growth.
That was from you. It was from
Actually-
you. You instilled it into me.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I really should have just gotten a pigeon. If I had known,
Fuck,
I could have
honestly,
gotten you to
don't.
grow in another way.
I'll never come back on this podcast now that I know that's in line.
No, I wouldn't do that to the
No,
pigeon.
no.
I wouldn't dare. Truth or truth then?
Truth.
What is a famously well-regarded film
Yeah.
that you fucking hate?
District 9. People love District 9. I think it sucks.
Wow.
Do you know District 9?
I do. I think I saw it in the cinemas.
Yeah, I think I did too. And I watched it again in the last few years.
Yeah.
And I was still the same. Still
Yeah,
didn't like
okay,
it.
okay.
A lot of people go, "Oh, District 9 is this cool faux documentary that is allegorical about apartheid and all this interesting stuff." Go, yeah, for 15 minutes, and then it becomes a generic action movie, action sci-fi garbage.
Yeah,
And
straight action irks me. Like, I fucking hate it.
I think it's so lame. And then go, oh, and then and you go, if you are to put it as an allegory, go, oh, well, then what's the message of the movie, that refugee aliens should go back to where they came from? Oh, awesome. You go, no, I think it's so bad.
Yeah,
and I think Chappie's
wow.
better. The guy that made the movie after Chappie is better than District 9.
I know of Chappie. Why do I know
He's a
this?
robot. He's a robot policeman.
Oh.
Like RoboCop.
Okay,
RoboCop's one of my
okay,
favorite movies. I love
okay.
RoboCop.
RoboCop's awesome.
I hate District 9. What else do I hate? More movies that are not considered classics,
Yeah,
but
okay,
people
okay,
love.
okay.
Hate The Grinch. How The Grinch Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. That's my least favorite movie
Do you
ever
like
made.
Jim Carrey in general?
Not
don't think so.
fast.
I don't think
Not
so.
fast.
Okay, all
I
right.
like some of him and some of
Yeah.
his movies, but I'm not fast.
I think
by
you have
him.
to like him to like The Grinch.
Yeah, I don't dislike him,
Yeah,
but he
okay.
doesn't. I was never grew up watching Dumb and Dumber or anything like that, so I don't have that. But I like Truman Show a lot. Love Truman
Yeah,
Show.
God, me too.
What others? Famous classics I hate. I don't know.
I think that's a great answer.
Yeah, District 9.
9's
I
good.
hate it.
I watched Mother 2 nights
That's
ago.
one of my least favorite movies as well.
I didn't know.
One of my least
I
favorite
didn't
movies ever
fucking
made.
know.
Yeah, I hate
was
that movie.
so mad. I was like hormonal as fuck.
Yeah.
And needed to cry.
You needed a mother, but you got a mother? Exclamation point at the end.
Yeah,
Darren
the exclamation
Aronofsky's.
point was not obvious enough because I didn't know. I remember hearing that it was really sad, and I guess sure it
I
is,
don't-
but it's just fucked up and uncomfortable and
Yeah.
like kind of similar to the discomfort of fucking Charlie Kaufman. But I loved
I love
his.
Charlie
I love
Kaufman.
his
Yeah, me
shit.
too.
Whereas this was just uncomfortable and annoying and
Yeah.
frustrating and dumb, and then I figure out it's a goddamn. I was like, I know it's a metaphor for something, but what is it? And then it's goddamn Mother Nature bullshit.
Yeah, to me, at least with Kaufman, it's surrealism that is distilling a complex thought to a visual image for the audience to understand. And I think that's what Kaufman does so well, especially Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, one of the great American surrealist pieces.
Truly.
Mother, it's the most obvious, like to me, in that movie, it is a metaphor that is never real.
Yep.
You watch it and you go, well, clearly he's God, she's Mother Nature or
Yep.
some shit.
Yep.
And look, we got Adam and Eve coming, then we got Cain and Abel, their kids coming in
Yep.
there. It's like, it's never just like, oh, it's like an Edward Albee play, like, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf?
Yeah.
And you go, it's like, okay, it's like that. No, it's never Edward
No.
Albee. It's always just the allegory, the metaphor. It's
Yep.
only that.
Yep.
You can't read it any other way.
Yep.
There's never reality in
No,
there.
not at all.
I remember I saw it. I had to review it I used to do reviews on
fuck.
ABC TV
Yeah.
for movies. And we were reviewing that. And I hated it.
Yeah.
So first movie I had to review, and I hated the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And just before it, one of the other critics was talking about how they had just reviewed the movie Manchester by the Sea negatively.
Mm-hmm.
And the director, Kenneth Lonergan, had emailed him because he'd heard the review. It's like you'd think in Australia you're kind of far removed. But people find out about this stuff.
Totally.
And he'd reviewed it negatively, and Kenneth Lonergan like emailed him, like, you completely misunderstood the movie. And we're about to start recording, and I'm starting to get anxious and stressed. I'm like, oh my God, I love Darren Aronofsky's movies. Like every other film up to that point,
Yeah.
I pretty much loved.
Yeah.
Black Swan, adored it. The
Yeah.
Fighter, The Wrestler, I adored The Wrestler. Pi was a very important movie for me growing up. And like these, I really, really love his movies. Hated this film because I was getting so stressed about it. And then my nose literally started bleeding. I was like, oh my God, I can't. Because
Oh
I'm
my
like, what if he
God.
hears about this? What about that?
Yeah, totally.
My nose just started bleeding. And I had to go to the bathroom and just like wad it up. And then we were looking and I go, oh my God, I'm just like, I could start bleeding at any point again. So I was like, okay, cool. It's just like, there's the camera. So I just like hide it. Just kept all my tissues on my lap. And I saw it on TV like 3 days later. And the wide shot, you could see these bloody tissues
Oh my
just sitting on my
God.
lap. Just go like getting ready to do it.
Jesus
So yeah,
Christ.
the movie Mother is one of my least favorite movies as well. I hate that film. And I watched it twice.
Yeah.
To be sure that I hated it.
Smart.
It's nicely shot. Jennifer Lawrence, you can't really deny her. She's a great
She's
actor.
fantastic.
Javier Bardem, whatever.
I was so angry
Michelle
at him.
Pfeiffer.
I hate to be made mad at him.
Oh, yeah,
an old
it's
mate from
horrible.
fucking Westworld. He's
Ed Harris.
cool. I love all of
Domhnall
the people.
Gleeson. I hate it. Kristen Wiig. I hate that movie.
Oh, yeah, that was weird. That was
Hate
a
that
weird.
movie.
Why was Kristen Wiig even there? It was just fucking weird. Yeah, no, it made me really, really, really quite mad.
Yeah.
Upset.
And, sound off in the comments if you think I'm wrong. But you know what?
I don't know if anyone's even seen it. I think.
Right.
Yeah, you're right. You're
I
right.
hate that
Fuck
movie.
it. I got a bit of a cry out at you. Probably know when. You can probably guess
When they're murdering babies and
yes.
stuff. Yeah, it's
yes.
horrible.
Spoilers.
They murder children.
But it was like not the kind of cry that you want to do when you're just hormonal and want
No.
to cry. It was like I want to throw up.
Yeah.
Yuck.
I really hated that movie. I've not seen his other movies since. I didn't see
Whoa.
The Whale. I didn't see The Whale.
Oh, The Whale was great.
Was it?
Yeah,
Okay.
I really enjoyed The Whale.
Yeah.
I really did.
Oh, one day I'll watch them.
It was
I love you,
horrific.
Darren Aronofsky, and I always will.
Yeah.
Your movies will mean a lot to me. I'm so sorry I hated Mother.
It sucks.
And now I have the courage to say it. I've been reviewing movies long enough where I can go, you know what, I can negatively review something and be happy about it. I was quite harsh on it just then. If Darren Aronofsky is watching this.
He is a fan.
Darren's a fan. Well,
Yeah.
Darren Aronofsky, your movies mean a great deal to me, and I'm so sorry that I didn't like one of them.
It happens.
And I really hated it. I hated it. Sorry, and Chloe hated it too. Chloe hates
did.
Mother. She hated it more than me.
I hated it a lot.
Do you hate it? Probably hate it more than me, I reckon.
I don't know. I think that you've really
I really
said
hated
a
it.
lot more.
Really, I hated it.
Yeah, I think you made
It was
me
my
hate it
least
more.
favorite movie of the entire decade of the 2010s.
Okay, it's not my least favorite. I think that the Suicide Squad first one.
I like that more.
the first one. I think.
Yeah, I like that more.
I don't know. It's conflated.
I
in my
think
head.
they're both horrible. But the Suicide Squad, no. I would rather watch
first-
Mother again. I'd rather watch
Yeah,
Mother again.
yeah.
I saw Suicide Squad once in cinemas, and I can't imagine watching it ever again.
It was.
Mother, maybe
at least-
maybe I'll love Mother
At
one day.
least you can hate Mother and say a lot about it.
Yeah.
Suicide Squad, I hated, and I didn't. I was like, no point
Yeah.
in explaining why. No,
Well, the Joker, he was upset.
I felt robbed. Anyway,
Joker was upset.
he was sad.
He was really.
But I'm a
knocked
bit
up.
fucking sick of the Joker being sad. Honestly,
Yeah, we
Have
got
a
to get
laugh.
that guy some Prozacs.
truly.
You should give him some of your weedy gummies or whatever.
I don't think that's how they work.
I think they make
I
them
don't
happy.
think that's what they do.
Give the weed gummies to the Joker. He'll chill out and smooth up.
We got to wrap it up. I got to pee. Otherwise, I'm going to pee on this couch.
Oh my God, no.
And people are
It's
not
not
paying
your
enough on
couch.
YouTube.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
not your couch.
I know. That's why I feel really weird about it. If it was
Yeah.
my couch, I would have done it already.
Fair enough.
Thank you.
Wrap it up. Let's piss, dude.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on.
I love you, Chloe. So nice to be
I love
here.
you. It's been so fun.
It's so fun.
Do you want to tell everyone about your podcast?
Yes,
Find you and what you're
I got a
doing?
show called The Last Video Store. It's on YouTube, it's on Spotify, on iTunes, and all that shit.
Yeah.
It's called Last Video Store. I talk to cool people about their favorite movies,
Yeah.
and then I give them a recommendation based on their taste. Who have I had on? The Philippou brothers, the directors of Talk to Me and Bring Her Back. Angela White, who'll be a future guest on your podcast, perhaps. Bleep it out if you don't want me to say that yet.
Yeah, maybe.
But Angela White, Keith Urban.
So fucking cool.
I don't think of who the craziest people have had. The Hilltop Hoods are on very soon.
Oh, fuck
Yeah,
yes.
Hilltop Hoods. Nash Edgerton from this podcast, Ben Lee.
From this podcast, yes.
Eloise
Bentley
F.
also
Doss.
from
So
this
all the people from
podcast.
this podcast have done
Yeah,
it.
we share guests.
Yeah, we
It's
share
cute.
some guests.
It's cute. This has been wonderful. Thank you guys for listening. I'll see you next week. Love you so much. Bye.
We just become best friends.